Hey everyone, it's Elo, and welcome to our winter version of the ASMR haul, which has been requested especially by Heather, so shout out to you. Thanks for requesting this, and I hope that you enjoy it. Tonight's first look is definitely dressy, and more so than I typically wear, I guess. But if I'm going out for a special event in the winter, it's not always favorable to wear a dress, even with stockings. Sometimes it just makes finding shoes that are comfortable hard, and a lot of other unfun problems for someone who doesn't dress up a lot or have a lot of, I don't want to say confidence, because it's not really that. It's not confidence in myself so much as I don't have a lot of experience wearing nicer pieces. So I think that this first look is an excellent option for anyone who feels that way. And sorry for the janky sort of camera angle, but this is the only way that I could actually get into frame. So, hi. This outfit is a full one-piece jumper, and it has a little soft cord at the waist, which I've just tied into a simple sort of bow. And you could wear it in the middle, I suppose. I have mine kind of off to the side a little bit. I really love this jumper for the fact that you also don't really need to accessorize much if you don't want to. I would probably just wear some stud, like diamond earrings with this, since it already has this very flashy gold chain embellishment at the top. And the back is nothing special either, just a full-on jumpsuit. It's really comfortable, but the only downside is that you have to pull the whole thing down if you need to use the restroom. So you may want to take that into consideration depending on where you're going, if it's that time of the month, if you are foreseeing having to do an outfit change, or if you're drinking a lot and you know that you're going to be going to the bathroom to pee often. This might not be the right outfit, but I've worn this on just like a dinner date, and I think that it's just a sharp look without really having to do much. You're essentially just in like a one piece. It's super like flowy. There's nothing really crazy about wearing it. It just looks really nice in my opinion. Very kind of sexy with the detail at the neck. If you like showing off kind of like a collarbone area, it's always nice to have something with a neckline like this. And you also don't have to wear a bra, which in my opinion is a huge bonus. If you're worried because it's cold, you can always put some sort of pasty or something on there to make sure that you're not sticking out, but I don't really care about that, so I just go natural. The back just has a small sort of cutout. I think it would be cute, more backless as well, but considering that this is a good winter option, I like the fact that the back is covered. And in the summer, I wear this with a very sheer shawl. And in the winter, I wear it with a puffy sort of jacket. So I'll show you both of those now. So this is the shawl option. It's just a sheer shawl with some nice silk at the bottom. This was actually my mother's and she didn't want it anymore, and I absolutely love it. It's very comfortable, and you can pull it up onto your shoulders if it's a little chilly, and it also kind of just adds a little extra something to the outfit. It's really easy to let it slip down to just like the crook of your elbow, and you can still cut it up on the dance floor, or talk and use your hand gestures if you're Northeastern Italian or any other form of hand talker like myself. And now I'll show you the winterized version. Okay, so don't get me wrong, there's a lot of places I wouldn't be caught dead wearing something like this, but I think it's fun to just sometimes play dress up and have a good time and kind of pretend that you're living your best life. And this is a super fake but also super soft and comfortable little fake fur jacket that actually looks really nice with jeans too. The silhouette is obviously just like bulky and massive, so when I'm 10 pounds heavier than I was now, I don't really favor wearing something like this, especially with like a skirt or a dress coming out of the bottom, because then you kind of just look like you have no shape. And that's, to me, like, I like fashion, but I still like to have somewhat of a shape and not look just massive for my height, since I am short. But this is just a nice little like extra option, and I'll come close so you can see. I like to kind of pull it down so you can still see the neckline, but it's got a lot of fabric, so you can really make yourself comfortable and cozy. It's got this fake silk little fake silk bow is what I'm trying to say, that you can tie how you'd like. And it also has a clasp in the middle to help keep it closed. So it's a really cute, just sort of cover over, I guess, and adds a lot of warmth, which is super necessary if you're wearing a sleeveless jumper. Also, I know that people in other countries use the word jumper, I think, to mean a sweatshirt, but this is what I call a jumper. I don't know if that's normal or not, but that's the only word I know for this. So leave a comment below if this is called something else, either here in America or elsewhere. But yeah, so this is kind of a full, really zhuzhy look for winter. And my next outfit is a dress that I also pretty much only wear in the wintertime. It's probably also important to kind of note that where I live in the South, it doesn't get super duper cold, for at least for not a long period of time. We do have days that are in the single digits sometimes, but it's really rare. Usually it's around 20s or 30s in the winter here, degrees in Fahrenheit. So it's not, I mean, it's literally freezing, but it's not super bad to where I need to be wearing more than this if I go out at night. Usually this is enough, at least for me. I also kind of run warm, so I don't know if I'm an accurate depiction, but if you're wondering who the hell wears this kind of stuff in the middle of winter, anyone in the South. So let me real quick change into my next outfit. Okay, so here is our next outfit. I'm trying to remember where I got this dress, but off the top of my head, I really can't remember. It might have been Target or Kohl's. It has this really nice lace detailing on the front and on the back, just at the top. And obviously I just wear a black bra with this, but you could probably go braless or strapless or whatever you're comfortable with. I just think that it blends in, and it's actually, I don't know, I like the look. I don't think that it's an atrocity for your bra straps to be showing, so this is just what I do. But that also reminds me, any ladies out there who can comment below if you have tried the Rihanna Savage X Fenty lingerie line. I've been looking into that, and the prices look really good, but the fit is described so differently by people. So if you are, especially if you are petite and have a smaller bust, or you think you're comparable to what I have going on, which is not much, let's be for real. I would love to know if you've tried any of their bras and how they fit. I saw a lot that I liked, but I'm really nervous to order because some of the people are saying that the fit is too small or too big, and they actually don't even have a bra in my size on their little like size chart. So I'm not really sure what to do with all of that information, but if anyone has any tips about that, I would love to hear your experience and if you liked it. Even if we're not a comparable size, I still want to know the quality and if it fit you at your size, that kind of stuff. I'd love to hear any advice that you have. But back to the outfit. So this is kind of I wouldn't say long dress, but it's certainly not like a cocktail dress in my mind, because it does come down at least to my knees, and it has a sort of flowy skirt, which I really like. In the back, of course, the only real major detail is just the lacing at the top, but I really like things that have like a structured look like this, even though they're not structured. And this has a really stretchy and nice fabric that feels really good, but it's not super forgiving. So if I were to be bloated one day, it would be really hard for me to feel comfortable in this dress because I feel like it clings to every curve. So sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not so good. But overall, I think it's really cute, and I like the fact that they added the neckline here. It's also like extremely toasty. I don't know what this fabric is. It's some sort of like spandex or lycra or polyester blend, and it's incredibly warm, which is why I typically only wear it during the winter. It is far too hot here in the other seasons, which is just hot, to wear this. So also, since it has like, this isn't quite 3/4, what is this, like a half sleeve, I guess. The arms stay really warm too, so I might wear a little coat over this, but I certainly wouldn't wear something like that fur unless I was going somewhere that I was going to be out in the cold all night. Just for walking from the car into wherever the destination is. This is plenty with just like a little extra something. And I'll also usually wear pantyhose with this, maybe sheer, because it's I think wearing an all black dress is kind of a bold thing, and wearing colored tights or black tights would probably just look more funereal than sexy or pretty. So just like a sheer pantyhose for warmth, and also to make the legs look flawless. That's a super easy way to do that year round. If you don't want to deal with like a self tanner, or if you feel like you have spider veins or other things that you don't want people seeing, you can wear pantyhose. And I think that it's an excellent way to cover up that people are just don't use that frequently anymore. But yeah, hot tip. And they're super cheap. They run a lot, but they're like 99 cents at the drugstore, so you can get 5 pairs for $5. There was something else. Oh, I was gonna just say that, to be completely honest and real, I typically just wear like sweatpants and hoodies for like 90% of the winter, because I don't really go out at all. So these are outfits that I would wear or have worn when I go out, but I certainly don't typically dress like this. I stay inside of my house literally like 90% of the time, if not more. And I'm usually just in sweatpants and a t-shirt. So yeah, getting fancy for you, but these are my only two like really fancy outfits. Next, I'm gonna move into like the casual but appropriate for work or Christmas party or some or other sort of winter event, I guess. And I think that you can pair these next couple of looks, like you can dress them up with black pants or a pencil skirt or something, but I'm just going to wear them with jeans because that's more true to what I would actually do. So let me get changed. Okay, so this next outfit is again something that I think you can kind of wear to work or a Christmas party or whatever, or just day to day doing the groceries or something. It's not super special in any way, but I think it's also kind of more put together. I really think that the combination of black and beige or tan, nude, whatever you want to call it, is just almost always classy. When you think about a lot of the like high profile designer names and stuff like that, Burberry, Chanel, a lot of them use tan and black in their most popular designs because that's just like, I guess, the standard. It kind of reminds me of like leather seats in a car or something. Like everything about this combination to me just reminds me of things that are more expensive. Not that I'm trying to look that way, but I just think that it's an easy way to class things up. And I would typically wear this kind of outfit with like a pair of flat black shoes. And if they have a point at the tip, like mine do, that just ups the level of, I guess, professionalism or classiness, whatever you want to call it. You can really change the look based on the pants that you wear or the skirt that you wear and the shoes. A rounded toe is always going to give more of a childlike ballet style look, whereas a pointed toe, which some people find to be severe, but I think that it's just a classier look. I like it anyway. So enough of me rambling. Oh, there goes the light. Okay. So this is a shirt actually from The Gap, and this is actually just a shirt from The Gap, and they say that stripes going this way make you look bigger or whatever, but actually I was much bigger than I am now when I first bought this shirt, and it was more flattering than any other shirt that I had for some reason. So I think the pattern of the stripes matters, and the way that they did thinner stripes and then thicker stripes, I think helps create the illusion of a smaller waist, which I'm kind of fortunate to have a smaller rib cage waist area. I like the true waist than some people, but like I said, I've been a lot heavier than I am now, and I think that this was also really flattering at that point. So there's nothing particularly special about the back, it just repeats or continues the pattern, and there is just a little bit of a sheer element at the top here, if you can see. I hope. Didn't mean to just show you my bra strap, which typically when I wear this shirt I put on a flesh colored bra as well because it just blends in better, but for filming I figured whatever, I'm just gonna stay in the same one. And again, that's something you can do if you want to be a little edgy or whatever. Just intentionally wear a bra that you know is gonna stick out. I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. And there are a couple of, really just one, because I don't know that the other one would super match this outfit, but if you want to dress this up even further than just with the shoes, and also for warmth, instead of wearing like a regular jacket that you might just wear, I don't know, for whatever wintry thing you're doing, these pullovers. I'll just show you. Okay, so these sort of, I don't know what you even call these, but they're kind of just long. These were like a huge style a few years ago, and even though they've seemingly been abandoned, they're still, number one, comfortable. Number two, if you're worried about like bloating or you're not feeling your best about your body, they kind of just cover everything and you still look presentable as long as you don't have one that's in like a crazy design or some sort of weird fabric. So they can even go down over your butt if you are self-conscious about that area or feeling just weird that day. I think it's a nice way to just add a little extra something other than just wearing a typical coat. Which I don't know about you, but my coats are not like super high end or anything. So I guess if you're more fashionable than me, you probably have a lot of other options. But for anyone who's on a budget or doesn't wear stuff like that, I think that this is a really good option. And I'm pretty sure I got this little cover over at Target, Kohl's, Ross, something like that, and it's probably $10, and it goes with so much stuff. And since it's just plain black, it's also kind of slimming or flattering, whatever you want to call it. I have another one of these. Which is, I don't think it would match, of course, with this particular outfit, but it's kind of like a chunkier knit sweater and has pockets on this one, and it's a good vibe for like aesthetically sitting at a coffee shop and reading a book while the snow is falling or something. It's just really comfortable, and you put your hair up in a bun and wear a nice necklace and you kind of just look composed even if you don't feel that way. So I think that these sort of sweaters are underrated, and I understand why they were ever like a big deal, and I don't know, bring them back. So the next outfit is again just kind of a little in between super casual and fancy. I'm just gonna keep these same jeans because I think that they do well with the lighter color top. If you've seen my other haul videos, or try on videos rather, you've probably heard me say that I like to add contrast in what I'm wearing. So if I'm wearing a lighter colored top, I'll typically wear a darker jean and vice versa, in terms of the wash color. And these are one of the darker pairs that I have, so I think that they'll look good with the next little sweater as well. So I will go ahead and get into that. Okay, so I think I may have actually worn this sweater before in a video. Don't remember which one, but I really love this as a sort of Christmassy, wintry look. I think anytime that you have gray and white together like this, it just kind of screams the holidays to me for some reason. But it's not gaudy or like overly festive. I guess it's kind of like a snowy day. You know, you have like the gray sky and the white snowfall. I have another shirt that's also gray with white stripes. This one's from Target. That one's from the Gap. And that last shirt was from the Gap too. I think I said that, but I like this one because it has this little detailing on the wrist area and on the cuff at the bottom that's just sort of adds a little something extra. It feels cozy to me, and it's different than just having the sleeve pattern go all the way to the end. So I like that look, and it's also here around the neck. And I just love this sort of like crisscross pattern that they did. I I also find that these sweaters are flattering if you're worried about sort of like your middle section, if that's the biggest part of you, like it typically is for me. They hang nicely, they fit nicely, I think. They don't look super duper clingy. Hopefully it's not all messed up, but I think that they just have a good sort of silhouette, even if you have a little bit of a pooch going at the time. They don't cling into that area. So good on you, Target, for making something like this. I think it's a Target brand, like Massimo or something like that. And this, sometimes I need a jacket and sometimes I don't. So it's a nice sort of in-between vibe. I could see going ice skating, and I could also see going out to dinner, or like I said, to like a Christmas party or something, which I hate and they're the worst. So I probably wouldn't be going to a Christmas party, but if I could help it anyway. But if I had to, I think that this is just a cute little way to be festive without being insanely over the top. And I think it would also look cute if you had some like earrings that were mimicking Christmas lights or something, or whatever you celebrate, anything. I think that this would go well with a variety of different accessories because it is sort of plain and not asking a lot. So I think the earrings or a necklace. I also really love to pair the color pink with gray, like a hot pink, like in a headband or even earrings or something, or maybe like a lip if you're really daring. You can wear like a hot pink lipstick, and I think that that always complements gray nicely. So that would be my sort of go-to, I guess, look. I would do the headband personally. And then I have, I guess, one other middle that I usually dress down, but I guess you could dress up. And then a casual, like a host of casual looks, mainly brought on by different jackets. I wear a lot of weird, funky jackets in the winter, and that's probably not what everyone likes, but for me, it's just kind of a fun way to express myself and also remember where I came from, since up in the Northeast, there was a lot of snow every winter. So I still actually have some of the things that I would wear at that point in my life, and I will show you them soon. So first, let me change into my next outfit that's sort of segueing into casual elo wear. Okay, so this next look is maybe a blast from the past for some people, and that's fine. This is just like almost an 80s style top. It's so comfortable. I've had this shirt for maybe as long as I can remember, and I just can't get rid of it because it's super comfortable. And underneath, I just have a black camisole, which I've also had for like as long as I've had this shirt. And I have a super, I guess, love-hate relationship with camis, because when they first became popular, I was kind of at my heaviest, and anyone who's tried on a cami knows that all they do is suction right to your skin and show literally everything. So it was very frustrating being in like middle school and high school and seeing other girls who were like stick thin that could wear a cami as a shirt, and I just kind of looked like marshmallows popping out of a bag. So I have this one cami, and I exclusively wear it under other things. Even though I've like slimmed down a lot, I still just cannot shake that like feeling of not being comfortable in a cami. However, they are really great at adding an extra layer of warmth, and you can also switch up the color. So like, since this is such a plain, just gray baggy sort of shirt, you can always change the color of the cami to suit a certain mood or vibe, and then add, accessorize a lot with big necklaces, or typically what I'll do is put my hair up in a bun and put on some big old like hoe hoops and just call it a day. And I wear sneakers because it's just comfortable. So this is kind of like a lounging girlfriend outfit, I guess, in my opinion. And I'm a huge fan. I don't think I'll get rid of this outfit, maybe ever. I actually have another shirt. This one here is a little bit different than the one I'm wearing, because the sleeves are like bat wings. When you like open your arm, they're like almost webbed. But I do the exact same thing with the shirt. I wear it over the cami, and it has this nice glittery lightning bolt, which in my head makes me akin to the Flash. So I love that. And yeah, it's also just super comfortable. And I know that this is what everyone was wearing in like 7th to 9th grade, but if you like something, you like something. So that's how I feel about it anyway. Also, now that no one wears this, I'm kind of, unique in my selection, even if it might seem outdated. I don't really care. I'm usually not wearing the same thing as someone else. So not that that's like any mark of being at all. I don't think it matters what anyone's wearing ever. It doesn't make a difference to your character, but just saying, it's kind of nice to have your own sense of style. Okay, sorry, I just had to go investigate. There was like something making a weird sound, I guess, outside of the house. Hopefully it wasn't noticeable, but I apologize if it was. I have no idea what I was saying, so we're just going to move forward into the final 2 looks. The first one is not really, you can wear any shirt with it, I guess. It's more about the oversized sweatshirt, so let's get into that. Okay, so this next look is all about baggy on top and skinny on bottom. So these are my one and only pair of skinny jeans, also from the Gap, and I got them actually I think the same day I got that striped shirt, which would have been like 2009 or 8, somewhere around there. I pretty much never wear these jeans because I don't like the back side. I don't think they're very flattering, and that kind of bothers me, I guess. However, these are great for tucking into booties or boots of any kind, and they're also great when you're wearing just like a huge sweatshirt or t-shirt. This sweatshirt is actually something that I stole from my older brother. He got this, I think, when he was in like the 4th or 5th grade. He was a really big boy at the time, and he was gonna donate it, and I was just like, I'll take it. Because I am not a huge fan of Abercrombie. Kind of brings back bad memories, but I think that the font and the style of this is cute. It's kind of like a college sweatshirt or something like that, without saying a college name on it. So I also think the green is just very festive for the holidays, and yeah, So this is something I would wear if I'm like, maybe I want to be semi-presentable. Maybe someone's coming to the house to do pest control or something like that, and I still want to be comfortable though. This is a great outfit for that. These skinny jeans are super loose around the waist, despite being so tight on the lower body. So they make for great lounging jeans without feeling like you're really wearing jeans. And of course, when you're wearing a shirt or a sweatshirt that's this baggy, it really doesn't matter how bloated or big or whatever you feel, because everything is hidden. So I just think it's a nice little casual look. And we will start going on the coats, which will be sort of the last step in the process. So if you really were to run into me on the street in the winter, this is most likely what I would look like / be wearing. I absolutely love these jeans. Again, I've had these. I got these my freshman year of high school, so that would have been 2004, 2003. No, 4. 2004 for sure. And I love the boot cut. I know I wore these in my fall haul, so I won't talk too much about them. By the way, I can't believe I ever even posted that video. I look insanely terrible in it. I was looking to make sure I wasn't gonna duplicate any of my outfits, since fall and winter here are not much different temperature wise. Yeah, wow, yikes, but thanks for sticking with me anyway. I typically favor these baseball style shirts, and I'll wear them with my favorite pair of jeans, which is this pair. And then the only thing that really changes up is the jacket. So I have 3 different jackets that I wanted to show you, and I will start with the one I've been loving and wearing the most lately. Okay, so I got this jacket from Ross Dress for Less. It is so comfortable. It's ultra like plushy and has a lot of warmth for not being super heavy. The inside is lined with a sort of fake silk, I guess I would say, and the outside is, I have no idea if this is like knockoff. Is it called Sherpa? Something like that. I know that these are like a popular style right now, but this is not a real anything. It was like $10. But honestly, I've been getting so much use out of it. It goes with almost everything that I have. You can wear any color jeans with it. It just is a nice piece, I think, for casual wearing. And yeah, it has this little circular zipper pull, and if you're wearing like a lower cut shirt, then you can just have a necklace here, and it looks really cool, I think, to just have a necklace, especially if it's matching the color of the pull. It just kind of looks a little more put together again. That sound is back, and I'm really sorry if you can hear it. It's like there's a frog that won't shut up or something, but I checked all around my house and I cannot find it, so I'm really sorry for that. Let's try on the next jacket. This next one is a bomber style jacket. I used to have the same one in black, but I literally wore it to pieces. And these are just nice. They kind of have a little bit like a badass vibe. Obviously not with what I'm wearing right now, but you could wear boots, you could wear a cool shirt, you could wear studded jeans or something and give it like a real sort of city vibe. I don't usually go all out like that, but I just think it's a nice thing to have. If you don't have a bomber jacket, I highly suggest it. I got this one at a thrift store for like $15. And obviously I bought it in 2 colors. I bought the black one as well because it was just a good price, and I always get compliments on this jacket. I think again it just helps make you look more put together, and I'm always sort of aiming for that since I'm never really feeling it. So I have one more jacket, and I saved it for last because it's the most nostalgic piece to me. Even though I've had some of these things for a really long time, this next jacket has been in my life the longest out of everything. So this is my like absolute favorite winter jacket. It's a Phoenix Suns jacket, and I don't follow sports whatsoever, so it's not like a statement in that way. This was my older brother's, again, jacket when he was, I don't know, 6 or 7. And it eventually became my winter coat when he grew out of it, and I've just kept it ever since. There was a long period that I did not wear it, especially because I was like scene, goth, emo, whatever. And this didn't really fit my aesthetic, but it's always been something that's kind of meant a lot to me. And obviously the sleeves are a bit short, but it still fits, 25 years later. And I'm just happy to have something from my childhood still kind of in my world. Just reminds me a lot of older times. So yeah, this is the final piece and the final look, and it has this nice soft hood that I just can't resist wearing. But I will take it off to wrap up this video and say thank you for watching. My battery's about to die anyway. I had a great time filming all of this, so thank you for everyone who's been requesting it. And I really hope that this sound isn't as loud as it is, or that I can edit it out, so I don't have to scrap all this footage. But if I do have to do it again, that's fine too. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Okay.